What's happening? Landlord from Alabama here, back with another video. And today, man, we finna talk about the Cowboys versus Bengals. We going in, they already know the biz. Now let's talk about them boys' first win. Let's go. Okay, now don't let all them negative Nancy narratives distract you from the fact that your Dallas Cowboys just came out here and beat the AFC champs with a backup. Haters be like,
Rush better than Dak, Tony better than Zeke. That's y'all Super Bowl. The Bengals on a Super Bowl hangover.
Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that. None of that nonsense will be tolerated. We over here celebrating. My boys is eating them dubs like Jameis Winston. So don't pay attention to all the haters and the naysayers. We got this dub. Now don't let it distract you from the fact that Micah Parsons is an alien. Don't let it distract you from the fact that Dan Quinn out here passing around sacks like Oprah do cars at her shows. Don't let it distract you that we done played two high-power offenses in the past 2 weeks and ain't nobody scored 20 on us yet, man. This defense is different. See, these the wins that hit different, man. When you believe, ain't no telling what can happen. You always know your team is in it. This is any given Sunday. That is a fact. Everybody know it. We all pros. Anything can happen on any Sunday. Your team always got a puncher's chance. You could be getting beat the whole fight, but then you hit them with a haymaker and now it's over with. So never count your team out. They always got a shot no matter what the circumstances is. You should believe until you see 000. Now let's get into this game, man. And Cooper Rush did his job, even though he scared me half to death on some of them near interceptions. He never made the big mistake. He stayed within himself. He never tried to do too much. He made some big time throws in some critical situations, man. I told y'all, I feel like Cooper Rush is a gamer, and he proved me to be right again. Some people need the pressure and the moment to conquer the situation, man. Cooper Rush is a gamer in my opinion. Now let's talk about this offensive line, man, and them boys played outstanding. Them boys was some demons in the run game. They was looking dominant and aggressive. They only allowed 1 sack in pass pro. That's outstanding with Cooper Rush as your quarterback. That is phenomenal. That is winning football. And then, if I'm not mistaken, they didn't get a penalty on offense on the offensive line. That is winning football right there, ladies and gentlemen. Tony and Zeke go together like peanut butter and jelly. You know Zeke gonna be that bowling ball to soften up the defense early, and then Tony can punish them late down the stretch, and that's what you seen. The running game stayed consistent. We consistently ran the ball. That's what allowed us to do play action and stuff like that. So shout out to Tony and Zeke. Stop putting them against each other. We need them both. Where Zeke lacks, Tony has. Where Tony lacks, Zeke has. So it's a perfect marriage. We need both of those guys, thunder and lightning. Now let's talk about these receivers. And Noah Brown said, put some respect on my name with the K at the end. Put some respect on my name. All 3 of y'all. And I ain't gonna say it no more. He was on his baby, man. This boy came up big time. He came up clutch. He had 5 for 5. That means he caught everything that came his way for 91 yards and a touchdown. He really came through in the clutch, especially that tilt ball. I believe that was on 3rd down. That was a big time momentum shifting play, man. Shout out to Noah Brown. He really showed up for his team and stepped it up. Now CeeDee Lamb showed up as well, man. He had 7 catches for 75 yards. He didn't get a touchdown, but don't look at the stats only. I seen an inspired CeeDee Lamb. I seen CeeDee diving for balls that was out of range. I seen CeeDee fighting for extra yards. I seen CeeDee blocking. I seen him playing with some attitude, some grit. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That's a great response from your #1 receiver. Coming from that performance last week, that was outstanding. I like what I seen from CeeDee Lamb, and he came through in the clutch on that game-winning drive. He came up with some big-time plays. Shout out to CeeDee Lamb. Dalton Schultz was a no-show. He had a fumble, and them fumbles are starting to be concerning in my opinion. Now, we already know he only got 3 in his whole career, but if you pay attention, if you watch the games Dalton Schultz put the ball on the ground way too much. That is concerning, but you know, he did get hurt, so hopefully he's healthy. Hopefully he come back and be strong. Hopefully the x-rays are clear and he be good. Now let's talk about this defense, and Micah Parsons is an absolute terror. This man is not a human being like Weezy. He is an alien from another planet. He gotta be, because he is outstanding, unstoppable. We got us one of them ones. He had 4 tackles, 2 for loss, and 2 sacks, but don't just look at the stats. This man impact was felt all over the offense. He really basically changed their whole game plan, man. Micah Parsons is a terror. He is a horror show for any NFL offense. And you gotta think, I know they came into that game planning for Micah Parsons, and it still didn't work. They failed, and Micah Parsons was still causing havoc all day long, man. Shout out to Micah Parsons. That dude is different. He really just changed and blew up the whole game plan. Everything the Bengals and Burrow was doing, it was quick, fast, because they could not contain the young lion, Micah Parsons. He even got other people involved. He got LVE a sack. He got Dorrance Armstrong a sack. He was consistently pressuring the quarterback, which allowed other people to get open. I feel like he is the best defensive player in the league, bar none. You know he smoked Lyle Collins. He got that Lyle pack in the air. Shout out to my boy, the young lion. Now let's talk about my Bama boy, and Trayvon Diggs got his revenge. He did say he's not a big trash talker, and Chase was talking real greasy. Trayvon, not on Twitter, he didn't respond, he didn't say nothing. He let his play speak for itself. He held him to 2 catches for 14 yards when he was guarding him. That's outstanding. He got another culprit that he had apprehended. Officer Diggs strikes again, got this man apprehended. Great job by Trayvon Diggs. Then he had the biggest tackle of the game, a game-saving tackle in the clutch moments in the 4th quarter. That was outstanding by Trayvon Diggs. I said in my live that I know he got some dog in him. I done seen every game he played in Bama. I know what he capable of, and he showed up and responded in the fashion that you should respond to somebody yapping off at the mouth. He made Chase change his whole tone in that post-game interview. You already know he wasn't talking greasy no more. That Chase pack in the air. Shout out to Trayvon Diggs. Last but not least, let's talk about Donovan Wilson, man. Dono came to play, and you know he been injured in the past years, so Dono's looking like he's back in the form. He had 8 tackles. He was all over the field laying hats, and I was glad to see that, man. Him and LVE, I believe LVE had like 7 tackles, man. He looked like the wolf hunter of old, and that was great to see, man. Them boys came to play. That was outstanding. When you got a better defensive line, that allows Leighton Vander Esch to be clear and run and roam, play sideline to sideline, shoot them gaps, and go and get the ball carrier. That was outstanding game from Leighton, and that pretty much sums up why Jabril Cox probably not getting the opportunities that we thought he should get. Leighton is playing out of his mind. But overall, this was a great way to get your first win, regardless of what the haters and the naysayers, the non-believers say. Don't let them haters rain on your parade. This was a big-time win, a statement win against the AFC champs with your backup quarterback, and we still got the dub. I don't want to hear none of the nonsense. Don't let them haters steal your joy. We got this W. Let's enjoy it. Let's ignore all the negative comments, at least for a few days. Let's talk about this win. Shout out to my Cowboys. We pulled it off. Big time statement win for our boys. But that's all I got for you today, man. Just holla at your boy, Landlord from Alabama, with the same handle on all social media. And like I say, 1K, 1 love, Cowboys Nation. Let's go.